Let's get some double taps on the live. Medicine is highly associated with Virgo, health itself. Okay, the body, healing of the body has a lot to do with Virgo, and this goes back thousands of years in association with Virgo and doctors and nurses, people that have Virgo signs or who just work in around that field. Another thing that Virgo has a lot is with architecture, with carpentry, things that use logic and measurements to perfect something. Right? If you're going to build something, it needs to be perfect, the measurements. All this perfection and again that logic being into something, transformed into something physical, something tangible. What is the main symbol of Virgo? If the representation of Leo is the lion, what's the representation of Virgo? Does anyone know? Thank you for that share to Amak Hesu. Virgo is the maiden. And the maiden comes with skill. She usually has something in her hand, something connected to Virgo. One, either wheat, because Virgo also marks the first harvest and is associated with agriculture. Another skill and trait that Virgo has. Or sometimes she's carrying the scales of Libra. The scales of Libra, scales are measuring. You know, scales are a tool. And you say, why would she carry the scales of Libra? Because it's seen in the sky. That's how it was seen. In fact, these two signs were almost blurred in the past, a little more. And so, the maiden of the constellation of Virgo, as she rises, after she rises, we have the constellation of Libra, which we the scales, right? And so, it's like as if the maiden is carrying the scales. Isn't that very logical, very clever, happy? But that's in the sky. And the scales, you know, they have their look to it. That's actually symmetrical. Something like this. Depicting a scale. So that maiden looks like she's carrying that. Even the sky is the maiden of Virgo, smart or skilled in some way, measuring things, using math, using numbers. How do we understand this? This is the macro to the micro, the above to the below. This is the law of correspondence, things corresponding to each other, even in the sky, right? Let's keep it going with the double taps. Do you have any questions on astrology? Feel free to ask down below. Double tap and share. If you've learned something new, double tap. Welcome to Melissa Bujnicki. Thank you for that follow.